Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put 2 dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Samir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man that go nuts if he can't shoot. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queens.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Ahmadiyyah.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They're trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations. I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
I'm
Queen.
getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
all in my blood. Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunsa. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah, talking reparations. America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all in Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat.
This is the sound of Eric Malcolm.
It's a cut on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans, and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my my jeans and I got.
Let's be real, we were all thinking this. What made Anook's body glow like that?
Nah, you were thinking that. We knew why. We were thinking, damn, sis looks stunning. You were wondering why her body was glowing. And baby, you can tell me that it's one cream, one glow, one... Let me tell you why. Melanin, dark skin, chocolate. That's it. Anything else that she added to it is just an extra bonus because baby, you can't buy the melanin, like it's gifted from God. I said what I said.
I'm unapologetically black for all rhymes and reason. I give no apologies for my blackness, giving rhyme or reasons. Black all the time, no matter the time of season. We spice up everything and add our flavor, we the seasoning. Hated by many, but admired by most. We the baddest from the U.S. to the Ivory Coast.
Another Queen Ahmadiyyah production.
We don't have to exert our power, we just simply coast. We've been put down, let down, and hung out to dry. But through all of it, we still keep our heads to the sky. Black forever, forever. I'm unapologetically black. We rise like the sun, strong and unbroken. Every word, every beat, our spirit is spoken. Unapologetic yet, yeah, we're the chosen. From the streets to the stage, the power's awoken. Black magic in our veins. Feel the motion, warriors of change. Pushing through every notion. No chains can hold us, we break through like oceans. Educate, elevate, that's our devotion.
Another Queen Ahmadiyyah production.
I'm unapologetically black for all rhymes and reason. I give no apologies for my blackness, giving rhyme or reasons. Black all the time, no matter the time of season. We spice up everything and add our flavor, we the seasoning. Hated by many, but admired by most. We the baddest from the U.S. to the Ivory Coast. We don't have to exert our power, we just simply coast. We've been put down, let down, and hung out to dry. But through all of it, we still keep our heads to the sky. Black forever, forever. I'm unapologetically black. Still pushing through the struggle, can't keep us down. Voices loud from the underground to every town. Shades of excellence, ain't no hiding, won't back down. From the roots to the U.S. in the city's crown. Stay shining bright despite the hate they lay. Our culture's fire burns strong night and day. Black forever, the spirit won't decay. Raise the banner high, cause we here to stay. Sally, stay shine, but put your go in a level I talk, so I cry, Sally. Angel, new command, your thoughts are demands, and it's turn on Sally.
All right. Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the original Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is your morning wake-up call. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already, be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. All right. So let's get ready to get into it. Everyone, please get those likes up. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Dr._A_Shakur, TikTok at Dr.A_Shakur, and Twitter at DGoddess27. All right. So hold on just a second. Pulling up these receipts. See what is going on here. It looks like something is going on with my internet, maybe. I don't know if it's ScrewTube or what. Hold on, let me see something. I don't know. So anyway, can you all hear me? Can you all hear me pretty good? Let me know once in the chat if you can hear me. It looks like I may have to turn. So you all can hear me. Okay. So yes, it's YouTube. Okay. So wonder what's going on. What is going on with ScrewTube? I may just have to turn the camera off and do the commentary without me being on the screen. All right, so anyway, hopefully we can get through it, guys. Now let me ask you all this. Okay, so you all can, somebody said they can see and hear just fine. Somebody said ScrewTube is tripping. Okay, so when it's blinking out or when it's freezing, can you all still hear what I'm saying? Because I can easily turn the camera off. So can you all still hear me is the question. Even when it freezes up, can you hear me? Once in the chat. Okay, because I can always turn the camera off. Okay, so you can hear me. Okay, well, let's just try to get through it like I said. So first of all, let's talk about Amber Rose. Because it has come out that Amber Rose is under investigation, allegedly. She's allegedly being investigated by the feds, okay? So let's get into it. All right, no, like we said. Okay, DSB says, I couldn't hear you when it froze. Okay, so well, hopefully we'll get through it, honey. But anyway, so the bottom line is, shout out to everyone in the chat, everyone tuned into the Queen. Okay, so let's try to get through it. If it keeps freezing up, I'll just have to stop the live and try to do it again later. Okay, but so anyway, Amber Rose is supposedly under a federal investigation for crypto scams. Okay, and I find it all interesting. So let's get into it. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. Now, this all came up yesterday. And you know when people do certain things, the internet is going to start doing their research, try to dig up receipts on them. Okay, so here's what they say. Amber Rose jumps from the red carpet to crypto. Okay, so let's get into it. Let me make sure I have my chat up on my phone. Hold on. Pull the chat up on my phone too. Okay, here we go. So here's what they're saying. Now, American rapper and model Amber Rose. First of all, I'm sorry. They said American rapper and model. When did Amber Rose ever rap? They're clearly giving her too much credit. But anyway, they say Amber Rose has joined the meme coin frenzy to launch her own token dubbed MUVA, M-U-V-A. Okay, however, concerns have been raised over the token due to Rose's alleged previous involvement with scam crypto promotions. All right, and this is something that she all but admitted to herself. She basically all but admitted to this herself on social media, posting about how she, didn't understand a lot about crypto and all of this, just making all these asinine excuses as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so anyway, they go on to say that according to Binance, the top 10 MUVA holders accounted for nearly 69.22% of all of the total supply. Okay, and then they go on to say that basically Rose shared through her Twitter account or her X account that she was not well informed. Like I said, making excuses for herself. She was not well informed on crypto deals when she made paid promotional cost or paid promotional post in the crypto space. She claimed limited knowledge is her excuse, okay? Lack of knowledge, like that's the reason she was doing this. And she says she didn't have any information about the nature of paid promotions, and that may have led to some of her words being twisted. Okay, so that's why she was lying, because she didn't understand what she was doing. Okay, I absolutely think she knew what she was doing and was in fact scamming people. Now, she explained that was her learning phase and that she would be more careful moving forward, especially with her MUVA token. Rose assured her millions of followers and other meme coin enthusiasts that she would be heavily involved and fully committed to the long-term success of the project. She said, my goal is to provide transparent and informed communication in our community and to our community. Okay, now YouTuber and Forex trader Darius Boyd went live on his channel to scalp a few dollars through some profitable MUVA trades that he shared with his fans. He has, however, is doubtful about holding the MUVA token for speculation, saying that he asked his fans to consider trading the coins with short buys and sales. Okay, so here's the bottom line. Listen, when Amber Rose came out caping for Trump, saying that Trump's not racist, saying that she did the work, she put in the research hours because she wanted to prove her father was wrong when he said Trump isn't racist, and she wasn't able to find one single thing to prove and verify that he was racist, that's a lie. Because if she typed in on Google, Trump is racist. Why is Trump racist? Surely a lot of things would have come up. The 1970s, when he and his father didn't want black people, they didn't want to rent to black people. The whole thing with the Central Park Five. Okay. All of these different things would have come up, I'm sure. So when he said that during the Charlottesville protest that resulted in the end of a 32-year-old woman's life by a racist who drove and plowed through the crowd, right? He would have, when Trump made the statement that, there were good people on both sides, saying basically that extremist behavior, even though they're racist and they do these nefarious things that could result in someone losing their lives, well, there's still some of them that's good people. Okay, so please pay attention. She could have found a myriad of things, but now it has also come to my attention that she's in a rap video where they're promoting Trump. And I find this all very interesting. Now, I'm going to play the video without the music because I don't want any copyright issues. But nonetheless, she's got a whole video that she's doing with some guy, and they're talking about how they're going to vote for Trump. Okay, please pay attention. Now, let me pull this up real quick. Likes up, everyone, please. Like and share. Thank you in advance. Okay, I think we've seen enough. Okay, I think we've seen enough. Now she's doing all of this, and why is she doing this? You may ask yourself. Well, it's likely that she's doing all of this so that Trump will win, and so that she can try to sway or skew the black vote. Okay, and then I don't know why any black person would be listening to Amber Rose. Like I told you yesterday, she clearly doesn't identify as black. Okay, she's not like us. With that all being said, she's sitting out here promoting Trump so hard because if Trump wins the election and she ends up facing federal charges because of her alleged scams and cons, well, then Trump can give her a pardon. Okay, Trump can give her a pardon. So that's likely what it's all about. I just want you all to pay attention. Queen Sam said, not the fake Jesus piece with a MAGA hat on. Yes. Okay, please pay attention. But not only that, hold on. Overthought says, why do certain people even bother coming out and speaking? Like, why would we care about Amber's political views? It's ridiculous. Well, it is ridiculous. But here's the thing, beloved. DSB said they better cut them checks or it's couch 2024. Okay, exactly. Well, here's the thing. Rita said they not like us. Okay? The thing is, beloved, sad but true, some of our people will fall for this BS. Some of our people absolutely do fall for it, and that's why they continue to do it. Like I brought up the stuff about get your booty to the polls with the strippers, the whole thing with Saucy Santana and Trina, no voting, no bucking, and all of that stupid stuff. This is what they do because it appeals to the very low vibrational segments of our community. It really does. Because there's black people out here doing videos about Trump that they're going to vote for him. Remember, I've shown you several of them. And here's another one. Now, I took the music out of this, but it's a black man with Woe Vicky, and they're doing a song about telling people, encouraging people to vote for Trump. Okay? I want you all to pay attention. All right? Because this is all nefarious. Anything more? And I've already shown you the video of those foolish, ignorant black folk, okay, clearly obtuse, with the t-shirts on that said ninjas for Trump. So this is a whole wave. So what I'm trying to tell you all is this. Remember how Trump supporters, MAGA, and Fox News were saying that black people will be inclined to vote for Trump because of the RICO charges, because he's a convicted felon, because he has a mugshot, right? Because he has sneakers, because now he's gotten shot at. This is all what some of the fools are doing. Okay, now we may all have sense enough to know better that it's all pandering and it's just real ignorant, and that's no reason or excuse to vote for someone who's clearly racist. But many of our people are doing so. Okay, it's all so ridiculous at the end of the day. Black voters will play a key role in determining the outcome of the 2024 presidential election. And while Black voters remain overwhelmingly Democratic and support Joe Biden over Trump by a wide margin, Biden's advantage among this group is not as wide as it was 4 years ago. Today, American voters are about evenly split between the two major political coalitions, both in their partisan identification and in their presidential vote preference. But Black voters remain largely aligned with the Democratic Party at 83%, and they lean toward the Republicans, okay? And then they say 77% of Black registered voters say they would prefer to vote for Biden over Trump. But at the same time, Black voters, some Black voters are critical of Trump, but there is a segment of Black people who absolutely could sway the vote in Trump's favor. Okay, that's what you want to pay attention. And this is a very serious election. Like I told you, I'm not voting for Biden or Trump. I'm voting for Dr. Shiva. But at the end of the day, this is real scary. Okay, this just goes to show how ignorant some of our own people are. All right? This goes to show how ignorant some of them really are. Like, it's really disheartening to know. And then they say black voters are deserting Biden. Now, I'm not saying they shouldn't desert Biden, but before I voted for Biden or Trump, I would vote for Dr. Shiva. And if you don't want to do that, then just don't vote. Okay? Are Black voters deserting Biden? Despite current worries among Democrats about parts of their coalitions less than enthusiastic support for President Biden's reelection, history suggests that the concerns are not to be warranted. Well, that's easy to say. But they go on to say that a recent in-depth Pew survey shows that about 1 in 5 African American men say they plan to vote for Donald Trump. 1 out of 5 African American men say they plan to vote for Donald Trump. Among Democrats, this has led to fears that Black voters in key cities, in key states like Detroit, Philadelphia, and Milwaukee will cost Biden those critical states. Now, so how dangerous is this to Biden's prospects? They say, first, much of the polling that purports to show Black voters moving toward Trump is based on small sample sizes. The samples from sub-segments in those polls are often so small that they have a very large margin for error. Second, they aren't as recent as survey data from Pew that analyze Black voters in great depth. Now, during this month's discussion of young Black voters hosted by Brookings as part of their Race, Prosperity, and Inclusion initiative, Howard University political science professor Marcus Board Jr. said that the normal Republican Black vote in presidential contests ranges from 8% to 15%. Okay? But it looks like it's going up. It indicates, the Pew survey indicates that Black voters most of them prefer Biden over Trump, but at this point, you really can't tell. Okay, so I just want you all to pay attention. Black men specifically are out here talking about voting for Trump. And so it looks to me like all of this stereotypical BS that they've been talking about, all of these things that they've been saying that'll be a reason for Black people to vote for Trump is absolutely working. It's absolutely working. And why is that? Because some Black people are just obtuse. That's what it is. That crazy bitch Aaron says, say what now? Right. Sienna said Trumper as well. Okay? Well, I'm not a Trumper and I'm not a bisexual. I'm not voting for either of them at the end of the day. That's what I'm not going to be doing. Like I said, I'm voting for Dr. Shiva. Win, lose, or draw. I'm not voting for those thugs. Okay? I'm not voting for those thugs. Both of them are racist. All right? Queen Sam said Dr. Shiva for president 2024. Exactly. That's the only way to go as far as I'm concerned. Okay? That's the only way to go as far as I'm concerned. And Robert F. Kennedy, well, he's already said that no to reparations. He clearly said no. Now, the other thing that's going on is that I find interesting is that now they're saying that Biden is sick. Did you all notice this? Now they're saying that Biden is sick again. He's got a COVID diagnosis, said it could be the final nail in the coffin. Now, that's what the analysts are saying. President Joe Biden's new COVID diagnosis
could be the nail in the coffin for his re-election campaign, according to political consultant Jay Townsend. So they say the White House confirmed that Biden tested positive for COVID on Wednesday after he abruptly canceled his appearance at a Unidos US event in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, as a result, Biden will be self-isolated at his Delaware home in accordance with the Center for Disease Control and Prevention guidelines. Okay, now, and this is per a note from his doctor. Biden's diagnosis takes him off the campaign trail in a critical moment in the presidential race. It comes just days before an assassination attempt or days after an assassination attempt on his Republican opponent, Donald Trump, and amid weeks of calls for him from his own party even to step aside, okay, as the Democratic nominee. Now, former President Donald Trump also just announced that he had selected Senator J.D. Vance of Ohio to be his running mate at the Republican National Convention, which is being held in Milwaukee. Now, let's talk about that. Let's talk about J.D. Vance, because now these racist Trumpsters are going in on him because they seem to have found out that his wife is an immigrant. Listen to this. MAGA makes racist attack against J.D. Vance's wife. This whole thing is a whole debacle. I just want you all to pay attention. Now, extremist figures and members of the Make America Great Again movement have criticized the wife of Ohio Senator J.D. Vance after former President Donald Trump named him as his running mate in the 2024 election. Now, they say Usha Vance, the daughter of Indian immigrants, was raised in San Diego before meeting her husband at Yale Law School. They were married in 2014 and later blessed by a Hindu pundit in a separate ceremony. Now, in the wake of Trump's vice presidential announcement on Monday, numerous conservative and far-right figures have taken to social media to launch racist attacks against Usha Vance because of her Indian heritage and the assumption that her influence on her husband's political campaign career and presence means the Republican Party will never be soft on immigration. So that's what they've been saying. That how's this man going to be hard on immigration? How's he going to stop these illegals from coming across the border when his wife is an immigrant? That's basically what they're saying. And one guy even came out blatantly and admitted that he's racist. He says, "Yeah, I'm racist, and I don't want him being the VP because how's he going to help us when he's married to an Indian?" Saying stuff like this. So this is what these people are doing. Now, it goes on to say, one of them named Jaden McNeil says, "I'm sure this guy is going to be great on immigration." Okay. This is what far-right activist and founder of the America First Students wrote on X, formerly known as Twitter, while sharing a picture of Vance with their newborn baby. Saying, "Oh yeah," being sarcastic, saying, "Yeah, I'm sure he's going to be great on the immigration policies." Now, Nick Fuentes, who's a white supremacist, okay, self-proclaimed, who visited Donald Trump at his Mar-a-Lago resort, along with rapper Kanye West in November of 2022, suggested that Vance would not be a defender of white identity, okay, because of his wife's Indian heritage. So they're saying this man's not going to relate to us. He's not going to do anything to help us. So now they're going in on the man's wife. And this is why I don't understand, why are black people talking about voting for Trump? Okay, they don't see how racist MAGA is. Amber Rose got up there and said, "Oh, I'm with my people." That's what she said. Girl, they don't accept you. They'll let you get up there and mimic their racist talking points. They'll let you get up there and praise Trump so you can help him to win. They'll do all of that, but they don't like you. At the end of the day, some people are so stupid. Now, who is this guy really? This is what Fuentes said on his podcast. Do we really expect that this guy who has an Indian wife and named their kid Vivek is going to support our white identity? This is what he says. Now, Vincent James Fox, who was present at the January 6, 2021 attack on the Capitol, wrote on X, formerly known as Twitter, that J.D. Vance gets tapped as VP, and immediately there's a Hindu prayer at the Republican National Convention. He says, next we'll see Senator Mike Lee and J.D. Vance team up to convince Trump to let in 10 million Indian immigrants. So this is the stuff they're saying. Green cards on diplomas. This is what he says. So, and then it goes on to say, lights up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. So anyway, they're going to say that Sayiro Rayo, a progressive activist and former Democratic congressional hopeful, also attacked Usha Vance on X. Usha Vance, the latest Indian American woman delighted to do the bidding of white supremacy, who needs white women when brown ones are ready to serve. So they get it from both ends. They're getting it from both ends. This country is clearly in a state of peril. Okay? Christopher Perkins says, we will be totally replaced. I just want you all to pay attention. So Queen Sam said, didn't Trump let Melania's parents become citizens? Yeah, I think so, if I'm not mistaken. Above all, the drama says, so he has one of those mail order Indian wives. They met when they were in college, beloved. Okay? They met when he was in college, or they were in college. So Real McCoy said, MAGA's not racist. You seem racist. Well, I don't really care what I see. Okay, I don't really care what I see. At the end of the day, how are you going to say I'm racist because I'm talking about racist? If these people in MAGA are going against this man's wife because she's Indian, they're clearly racist. One of them boldly admitted that he's racist, okay? Nick Fuentes has proclaimed white supremacy. So, yes, he's definitely racist. So, where's the lie? Real McCoy. Where's the lie? At the end of the day, these people are racist. And it's always so interesting to me when people like you who are also racist, because you absolutely are. Because here's how I know. When a black person is talking about racism and wanting supremacy, because white people are not superior nor supreme. They just want to be. Many of them just want to be. But whenever a black person is addressing that, racist devils like yourself come out and say, oh, but you're sounding racist. You're the one that's being racist. It's reverse racism, and play the victim. First of all, we didn't invent racism. Y'all did. Second of all, me talking about racism in no way, shape, form, or fashion makes me a racist. Okay? And because I don't like Trump or Biden and don't want to vote for either of them doesn't make me racist. I'm voting for Dr. Shiva, who's Indian. So if I was racist, why would I be voting for someone who's not black? Please make yourself make sense, because you don't. All right? So that all being said, MAGA is absolutely racist. Okay? They absolutely are. They're sitting there attacking this man's wife, and I don't care about J.D. Vance at all because he's racist too. But my whole thing is, at the end of the day, these people are very racist. Amber Rose is caping for them. Foolish black people are caping for them and saying they're going to vote for Trump, who's clearly racist. What more does he have to show us at the end of the day? Okay, this country is in a state of peril. This country is in a state of anarchy, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, Jeff ATL said some racist a-hole in here said MAGA ain't racist. Okay, so with that all being said, Leon said we don't qualify to be racist. Exactly. Real McCoy said it doesn't matter what you like. MAGA and Trump is not racist. Okay, that's good. They're not. They're not racist to you, boo-boo. And that's because you're racist. And with that all being said, your ass is out of here. Okay? Because I don't have to let you in my chat. Please pay attention. Now, with that all being said, you don't have to tell nothing, Pearly Press, and leave the queen alone, haters. At the end of the day, honey, I already blocked and banned him. So at the end of the day, but that he just further, people like him just further reiterate my point. That's why I didn't block him right away, because I knew he was going to say something else and I was just waiting for it. Okay? You can't say that MAGA isn't racist. These are the same fools that said all this other hateful stuff about other people who don't look like them. So yes, they're clearly racist. All right, now with that all being said, let's move on to another topic, because I'm just feeling like black people are just, just being used as tokens and allowing themselves to be used. All of these black people talking about they're going to vote for Trump, they really sound asinine. Okay? They really sound asinine. But anyway, let me move on to the next subject, honey. Okay, so now let's get into it. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Now, there is a woman who they call Lady Trump. She's an ex-councilwoman, and that's what her name is. Her moniker is Lady Trump. She's been accused of defrauding charity for slain officers to pay for her daughter's wedding. Let's talk about it. I find this all so nefarious. And her name is Michelle Fiore. Okay, in an ad during her campaign to become the Republican nominee for governor of Nevada. This is a picture of her right here. I'm going to share it on the screen so you all can see who she is. But they said she's been out here scamming and conning and all of that, taking money that's supposed to go to charity. Please pay attention. Okay, that's her right there. That's her right there. So let's get into it. Likes up, everyone. Please don't forget to like and share. So a former city councilwoman in Las Vegas is facing multiple. Now, this is who relates to Trump. I want you all to pay attention. She relates to Trump, and that's why it's good they call her Lady Trump, because she definitely relates to him. Because she, like Trump, is facing multiple felony charges. Trump already got convicted. She's facing multiple felony charges for allegedly running a scheme to defraud donors to a charity for memorializing a police officer who lost his life in the line of duty, using the money to travel and pay for her daughter's wedding. That's what she's out here doing. Now, this is a 53-year-old woman who's been indicted by a federal grand jury on 4 counts of wire fraud, 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud, and this has been announced recently by the authorities. Now, if convicted, the former Republican gubernatorial candidate, she had the nerve to be running for governor. Please pay attention. So, if convicted, they say that she faces a maximum penalty of 20 years in a federal correctional facility on each count. Now, according to a news release from the Justice Department, when Fiore, when she was still a member of the city council, she solicited these donations, claiming it was to build a statue honoring Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Officer Alan Beck, who was killed while on the job on June the 18th of 2014. Her solicitations allegedly included a promise that 100% of the contributions would be put toward the creation of the statue. Now, you know, when people have like non-profit organizations or whatever, they don't have to give all of the money to charity. They can give like a certain percentage, right? I believe it's like 2 or 3%, if I'm not mistaken. But she vowed that she was going to give 100%, all of it, but didn't do it. Now, prosecutors say that Fiore did not use any of the tens of thousands of dollars in charitable donations for the statue of the fallen officer. Instead, she allegedly converted all that money, more than $70,000, to her own personal benefit. The donations were used to pay her political fundraising bills and rent, and were transferred to family members, including to pay for her daughter's wedding. According to the indictment, the basis for the alleged scheme dates back to December 2018, when the city broke ground on Alan Beck Memorial Park and Fiore proposed the creation of a statue of Beck that would be erected at the entrance of the park. Now, the construction of the park was paid for by a private real estate development company identified in the indictment as Company A. Company A, in August of 2019, entered into a purchase contract with a sculptor who created the statue to pay for the statue. They created, hold on, this might be a typo, but anyway, it was also supposed to not only pay for the statue, the installation, and the shipping, according to prosecutors. I think what they're trying to say is they entered into a purchase contract with a sculptor who created the statue, and then they were trying to pay for the statue, the installation, and shipping. Okay, they have a few typos. Now, Fiore was aware from her role as a city councilwoman involved in the planning of Alan Beck Memorial Park that Company A had agreed to pay for the statue. In January of 2020, at a meeting at her office, prior to the unveiling ceremony, she falsely told the sculptor who created the Alan Beck statue that she had appropriated discretionary funds through the city of Las Vegas to pay for the Alan Beck statue. But prosecutors allege that since at least as early as July of 2019, Fiore was soliciting charitable donations under false pretenses for the creation of the statue. Such solicitation allegedly continued until about January of 2020. So clearly, like I said, running a whole con and a whole grift. Please pay attention. And this is a Trumpster, by the way. So take from that what you will, is all I'm saying. Now, in other news, a firefighter has just admitted to stealing a credit card from a crash victim to buy gas, and also went to a car wash and did other things with a man's credit card. I'm sorry, what? This is what a firefighter did? Now, this happened in Missouri. The prosecutors want a firefighter to spend up to 5 years in prison after he admitted to stealing cash or stealing a credit card from a crash victim to buy items such as gas and a car wash. I mean, this is so stupid. It never ceases to amaze me. It never ceases to amaze me. Why is anybody stealing, and you have a whole job as a firefighter, but you're stealing stuff from victims to go get gas? This is also petty and ignorant. And I'm sorry, but he's one of us. Okay, I'm going to show his picture on the screen. This is all so crazy. Here's a picture of him right here. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Thank you in advance. There he is. Look at that. A whole thug. A whole thug. Because who does that? Make it all make sense. Now, it goes on to say that Arnold Britt, age 41, pleaded guilty on Tuesday to receiving stolen property and fraudulent use of a credit card or device, a debit device, according to the St. Louis County Prosecuting Attorney's Office. Spokesman Chris King said in an email that prosecutors are recommending 5 years for the stolen property charge and 1 year for the fraud charge. The sentences would run concurrently. A sentencing date is set for September the 6th. I mean, how could you be so stupid? How could you be that stupid? You're going to risk your freedom. You're going to risk your livelihood and all of that to steal something that is just a few dollars. Now, here's another story. A grown man slaps a 10-year-old who has autism, slaps him in the face because the boy bent his Mercedes-Benz emblem on his car. Also crazy. Now, the Los Angeles City Attorney's Office on Tuesday charged Scott Sagachan with willfully cruelty to a child and battery on a person. The incident happened on July the 3rd near Laurel Canyon Boulevard and Osborne Street in the Tacoma neighborhood of Los Angeles. Alfredo Morales, age 10, and his sister were crossing the street when Alfredo stopped to touch the emblem on a stopped Mercedes-Benz, and he bent it before walking away. Now, mind you, he has autism. So, according to KTLA, the driver, later identified as Sagajin, turned the car around, followed Alfredo and his sister to the bus stop, pulled over and got out of his vehicle. Alfredo's sister is seen and heard on the video apologizing, explaining in Spanish that her brother has autism and that he didn't mean any harm. Oh, but Sagajin didn't care. Apparently, he wasn't having any of it. Okay, that's when the video allegedly shows him slapping the F out of Alfredo. So the woman says, I was traumatized. I was shaking. This is what the person who took the video said. I said, hey, sir, stop. You can't be doing that. Somehow people identified him as the driver a couple of days after the incident. Now, this prompted some residents to show up at his house to confront him. Police were then dispatched to the home because of the threats. Now, there was a further outpouring of support after people learned that the family was homeless and living in a broken down truck in a park. This is also saying including the ferries. Okay, a GoFundMe has netted the family about $100,000. Now, they say Alfredo was the victim of a grown man slapping him at the bus stop. This is what it says on the fundraiser. He has severe autism and his family is desperate and in need of help. Community members also held a separate fundraiser for the family. The funds have allowed the family to move into temporary housing. Now, he has a scheduling date at court for August the 2nd. Don't y'all find this all egregious? Because I clearly do. But anyway, everyone please hang tight while we have a word from our sponsor. Lights up, please like and share. Thank you in advance, beloveds.
Want healthier, stronger, shinier hair? Tired of products that don't work for coily or kinky hair? Meet 12 Tribes, the vegan hair care line designed for you. Our products are made with love for your gorgeous coils. We offer hair growth butters, oils, shampoos, and hairsprays. These products help your hair grow long, thick, and shiny. Imagine a hair care line that's 100% vegan and perfect for coily hair. No more guessing if it's really going to work for you. Our butters are rich and nourishing, feeding every strand. Our oils are lightweight but powerful, sealing in moisture without greasy residue. Shampoos and butters leave your hair clean and soft, never stripped. What sets us apart? Our dedication to your hair's needs. No harsh chemicals, just effective, natural ingredients. And the results speak for themselves. Start your journey to healthier, shinier hair today. Visit our Etsy shop, Lisa Crafts. Click the link in the description below. Give your hair the care it deserves. Join our satisfied customers and see the difference.
All right, so there you have it, beloveds. If you're worried about your hair growing, if you have, hair that's not the way you want it to be, full and lustrous, please make sure you try those oils. And those are made by Lisa Cabrera, okay? So I want to thank her for the sponsorship. Now, with that all being said, This whole thing is all crazy, going around slapping children. And let me just put the little boy's picture up on the screen. And it's obvious from the looks of this young child that he is autistic. So this man putting hands on him, no matter how mad he was, you know, I could see if he went to the boy's family and maybe wanted them to pay for it, what have you. But to put your hands on this child, there's no excuse for that, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so anyway, all crazy. So lights up, everyone, please like and share. Now, we have 305 people in here. We should have 305 likes, okay? Please pay attention. All right, so with that all being said, for those of you who follow me on the backup channel, I'm going to be going live on there after this, and we have got to talk about the Kardashians, okay? The entire Kardashian clan is supposedly, right, Miss J said he's a bully. Yes, absolutely. Okay, all over a car, a material thing. This is what you want to hurt a child for who's already having a difficult time. And then to find out that the child's family is homeless, living in the back of a broken down truck. This is also sad. It really is, like I said. But so anyway, for those of you on the backup channel, like I said, we have to talk about Kim Kardashian and all this thievery that's going on. Now, there's a man who has a whole website called Kim Kardashian Ruined My Life. There's many people who have come out and accused the Kardashians of stealing from them. All sorts of things. They are building their generational wealth off of the backs of other people's creativity and ideas. And some of those people look like me. Okay, so that's absolutely problematic. So we're going to talk about that. Queen Sam says, was it bent or was it broken? They said it was bent. They said it was bent, beloved. It wasn't broken. And here's the thing. Even if it had been broken, that was absolutely so unnecessary. There's other ways to handle things. You know what I'm saying? There's other ways to handle things. But it wasn't broken. It was bent, according to the reports. And so I just find it also interesting. At the end of the day, likes up, everyone, please. Like and share. Thank you in advance. So now, but my thing is, let's talk about Tim Scott. Because they went in on him as well, because this fool was Senator caping for Trump so hard, all right, and didn't even get the VP nomination like he was hoping, okay? Like he was hoping. Hold on, beloveds, while I get this up. And then don't forget that I told you, out of all those 53 judges that Trump supposedly appointed, none of them were black. Not a one, okay? But black people want to sit here and act like it's all great to vote for Trump. This is all so crazy. Now, here's what they were saying. Hold on, beloveds. They said, could the VP pick be nice guy Tim Scott? Now, this is what came out like a week or so ago, right? And he was definitely expected to get it. They say Senator Tim Scott, whom I call Uncle Tim, has been one of Donald Trump's biggest boosters since abandoning his own in 2024, his own White House campaign late last year before Republican primary voters had even cast a single ballot. By all accounts, the South Carolina senator's transformation from the sunny, upbeat, optimistic presidential aspirant into a MAGA champion has been part of the audition process as Trump sizes up potential running mates. Now, they say, but those who know Scott well from back in his home state told USA Today that they're skeptical about the old lawmaker being picked as Trump's VP. Their primary reason is because Scott, who ended his own White House run with an eye toward his prospects in 2028 and beyond, doesn't have the capacity to be the dogged leader or defender of Trump that he once was. Okay, and then they say he wants to be the loyal number two, but Trump's not having it. Former Greenville County GOP Chairman Nate Leop says that Scott is about as good of a person as you get in politics. South Carolina political strategist Chip Feakle called him a happy warrior. Fox News host Trey Gowdy, a former congresswoman and also a longtime friend, said most of his colleagues think he is too good for politics. Here's the thing. You know why all these people are praising him? None of these people that are praising him look like him. Okay? They're praising him because he's a bootleg. Okay? He's a bootleg. That's what he is. Okay, Overthought said, are you talking about Uncle Ruckus? Yes, absolutely, that's what I'm talking about. So with that all being said, they're giving him all of these praises because he's doing what they want him to do. But he did all of that. He bent down backwards, shined Trump's shoes, and I'm not talking literally, I'm talking figuratively, licked Trump's boots, shined his shoes, did everything that he could. All right, begging and tap dancing for biscuits. And he still didn't get picked. I don't know how these Negroes, whom I told you so many times, these ones who think that they're, just going to be sitting at the table with wanton supremacy and they're going to be viewed as one of them. I don't know how they don't get it by now. I don't know how they don't get it by now. This is all so crazy. Okay. Said he's going to call off the wedding quick. Hold on. Okay, Claudette said, no way is he getting into the White House. Exactly. They'll say no black judges were picked was because no other races qualified. Those are the best of the best judges, according to them, LOL. Oh, yeah, that's what they'll do. That's how they always do, right? Racist people, what they do is they always make asinine excuses for why they do things the way they do. Okay? At the end of the day, this is exactly what they do. Tim Scott will, with his America is not a racist country, shaking my head. Yeah, and that's another thing. He's literally told us before that America's not racist. So I have no empathy and sympathy for him. He's a whole fool. And as far as I'm concerned, he got just what he deserved. Now, it goes on to say that more than a dozen Republicans have been jockeying for months to be Trump's VP shortlist. They campaigned for the presumptive 2024 nominee and former president at rallies. They've promoted him on cable television, helped fundraise millions of dollars for his campaign. Tim Scott was one of the main ones doing these things. Trump has said that he has made his choice and plans to make an announcement around the Republican National Convention that starts July the 15th in Milwaukee. He'd already made his plans of getting J.D. Vance to be the VP pick. So they were just doing all this for nothing. Okay, Tim Scott was making a fool of himself for nothing. Now, Scott has shown how he meets some of the basic criteria that Trump is looking for. He can tap into the network billionaires whose money is the lifeblood of the presidential run. Okay, it's interesting that they use the word tap. Say he can tap into the network. He can tap dance because that's what he's been doing. Okay, goes on to say the presidential run holding an event in June that included some of the mega donors who had not yet signed on to Trump's campaign. Now, that same month, a political action committee associated with Scott announced that it would spend $14 million before Election Day in November to turn out black voters for Trump. Now, I want y'all to pay attention. Willing to spend $14 million, and this is all thanks to Tim Scott. Now, here's the thing. Now that he didn't get picked for VP, are his people still going to give that $14 million to Trump? They likely already have given it to him. That's the problem. Now, the South Carolina senator also did make one notable endorsement move that turns heads back home. After declaring now upon the end of his own White House run, Scott backed Trump over Nikki Haley, the former South Carolina governor, who appointed him to Senate in 2012. Okay, Trump has noticed the turnaround. They say he's been one of our great advocates. This is what former President Trump said of Scott in February during an event in Columbia, South Carolina, after the primary polls had closed. He said, he has been doing things that are unbelievable. And I'm very happy he did not have that same energy, drive. Yeah, I'm very happy he did not have that same energy drive because I think I probably would have been out of the race a long time ago. Now I want you to pay attention. So Trump's saying all of this and acting as though Tim Scott was a threat for him ever, okay, as far as the presidential run. And then says traditionally a president and his campaign look for a running mate who can help them with the general election. The thinking goes that a VP pick should either be an exciting addition to the ticket, smooth as important constituency, or hail from a state or region that can help to bring a critical swing state into their electoral college column. But Trump has also demonstrated again and again that he's no normal politician, and his pick could differ widely from expectations. Those in his inner circle have hinted Trump wants a VP that will be among those who are ferociously offending him. okay, defending him, but who won't steal the spotlight. Okay? Because Trump's a whole narcissist, lest we forget. Trump is a whole narcissist. He wants all the attention on himself. All right? He doesn't want anyone to steal his shine. So he was definitely not going to pick Tim Scott or any of the other bootlicking Negroes who've been out here praising him, hoping that they would be the next one. Okay? That's what they didn't seem to get. So they did all of that for nothing. And then here's another thing too, just to prove how racist MAGA is. Do you all know that they have been complaining that there was too many black folk at the RNC? Did you all know that? They have literally been complaining that there's too many black folk at the RNC. But they're not racist. I'm sorry, say what? At the end of the day, that's absolutely what they've been doing. So please pay attention. Hold on, beloveds. And the thing is, they'll gladly have these black folk come there and you know, try to get other black people to vote for them. But they don't really want to be around these people. Okay, and then here's what Trump says. Please pay attention. Trump says he has so many black friends. He can't be racist. Okay, he says they would not be with me for 2 minutes if they thought I was racist. This is what he said during an interview. Former President Donald Trump defended himself in a recent interview against those who seem to think he's racist, saying that he can't be because he has so many black friends, so many friends who are black. That further proves he's racist, because people that are racist, when confronted about their racism, what's the first thing they already say? But I have black friends. Isn't that what they tell us? That is no way, that by no shape or form, by no stretch of anyone's imagination, neither theirs nor ours, means that you're not racist. Okay? And these are not really their black friends. These are black people that they use to make themselves look good in these cases. And just so they can, in fact, say or have people to think that they're not racist. All right? So it goes on to say, I have so many black friends that if I were racist, they wouldn't be friends. They would be better than anybody. They would know better than anybody and fast. Okay? They would not be with me for 2 minutes if they thought I was racist. I am not racist, he continues to say. Several black male celebrities came to his defense in separate interviews. This is why I'm telling you, black men are caping for Trump. They're caping and capping for Trump. Please pay attention. Goes on to say several black male celebrities came to his defense in separate interviews with the news outlet. Okay, those men included heavyweight champion Mike Tyson. I want y'all to pay attention. Mike Tyson thinks Trump is a racist. Okay, retired MLB slugger Darryl Strawberry, boxing promoter Don King, and former NFL star Herschel Walker. Now, we are not shocked by Herschel Walker, but some of the rest of these people, I absolutely am shocked. Okay, please pay attention. Specifically, Mike Tyson. Now, Trump listed his strength in others' desire to be like him as reasons that these men speak so warmly about him. He says, they see what I've done. They see my strength. They want strength, okay? They want strength. They want security. They want jobs. They want to have their jobs. They don't want to have millions of people come and take their jobs. And by millions of people, I gather that he's talking about the illegal immigrants. Now, Trump's response follows a long history of race baiting. In the late 1980s, the now presidential candidate called for the death penalty of the Central Park Five. We already know about that. Okay, more recently, after President Barack Obama's election, he helped to spearhead a conspiracy that the first black U.S. president was born in Kenya and not the U.S. Okay, he defended attendees of the infamous white nationalist rally in Charlottesville, Virginia. This is exactly what I already told you, and said that there was very fine people. He indiscriminately smeared Mexican immigrants coming to the U.S. border as criminals and rapists. On immigrants from several Muslim companies, he also was talking about them and wanted a whole Muslim ban, lest we forget. So it's very interesting that someone will hop in my chat and accuse me of being racist because I'm calling out Trump's BS. Now, despite his public history of judging and persecuting others, Trump told Semaphore that he thinks he appeals to a lot of black men because they can relate to his legal struggles, which he's called unjust and discriminatory. But it's really interesting because wasn't what happened to the Central Park Five, in fact, unjust and discriminatory? Trump became the first former American president to be convicted of felony crimes last month. And then he says they see what's happening, and a lot of them feel that similar things have happened to them. I mean, they've expressed that to me very plainly and very clear. They see what's happened to them. And so anyway, the Trump and Biden campaigns have been increasing their efforts to sway Black voters ahead of November, meeting with Black business leaders, community groups, and faith centers, meeting churches. Okay, like I've been telling you for years, they always want to go to the Black church. They always want to start getting in the choir, singing and clapping, and always want to start acting so pro-Black or so down with Black when it's time for election. After the election, you don't see or hear from them ever. Okay? You don't see or hear from them ever. Michael M. says, yes, Trump's a grifter. He absolutely is. So with that all being said, my whole thing is, Miss Davis says Trump is a pathological liar. He will say anything to get in that office that he never plans to leave. Okay? Queen Sam says singing and clapping all off beat. Exactly. What was his name? What was that guy's name? Andrew Yang. Do y'all remember that? How Andrew Yang got up there and put on the choir robe, was clapping all off beat. Okay? Also crazy. Timber Dan said, you won't get buckets of chicken anymore after this election. Exactly. Okay? Now, let's not forget when Biden went down there to visit those Black people. Was it North Carolina or South Carolina? When he went to visit those Black people for dinner and then had ordered chicken tenders. This is what you're taking? Okay, this is all crazy. At the end of the day, Miss Evie says Trump is a textbook narcissist. Absolutely. Junior Dennis says Joe Biden giving away a lot of money to Ukraine people and migrants, but nothing for Black Americans. Vote blue and migrants. Black Americans vote blue and migrants will replace you. Yeah, absolutely. And that's the whole point of them letting these people come over here. They're trying to usurp the Black vote. They already know that Black people, what they're trying to do is, they already know that Black people have started asking for stuff, and they don't want to give us anything. Like I said, for 50 plus years, it's always been benign neglect. And now that we're asking for tangibles, we're asking for reparations, we're asking for a hate crime bill, they don't want to do any of those things. And so rather than just give us what we want so that they can get our votes, because, hey, scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, right? But rather than do that, they'd rather let illegal immigrants come over here and basically usurp the vote. So that's what the whole plan was all along. And I've been telling you all that for years. Okay, so James says, a lot of these things you mentioned about Trump is fake news. The liberal ran media used clips to twist Trump's words. Well, here's the things, James Valentine. They have, in fact, probably twisted Trump's words. But what they didn't twist was the fact that in the 80s, Trump absolutely was calling for the death of the Central Park Five. Okay? He spent $85,000 on billboards and advertising to have them convicted. Even after they were exonerated, okay, after it was proven that they didn't do it, he still stood on his stance. He didn't backpedal or backtrack. He didn't apologize or admit that he was wrong. He still stood on it. That's what he did. He also, lest we forget, it's not a conspiracy theory that he absolutely was lying and saying that President Obama was born in Kenya and demanding that he show his birth certificate. Now, do you think that he was doing that just because Barack was his political opponent or because he was Black? What about in the 70s when he didn't want to rent to Black folk? Now, you can say whatever you want about them twisting his words. It's not fake news. Trump is racist. And if you're Black and you don't think that he's racist, well, then that's just too bad for you. If you're not Black and don't think that he's racist, well, that likely means that you're a racist. Okay, that's just what it is as far as I'm concerned. Now, I'm done arguing and going back and forth about whether or not Trump's racist. He absolutely is racist. In fact, most people like him are racist. Not all, but most. And that's just what it is. Okay? And Bithia said, and he wouldn't rent to Black people. Exactly. Okay? And then Miss J says, Donald Trump has yet to apologize for ruining those young men's lives. Shaking my head. Exactly. Okay? That crazy bitch era says point blank, period. The bottom line is, if he wasn't racist, he would have come out and apologized to the Central Park Five. Can you imagine? They were teenagers accused of a brutal, heinous crime that they did not do, beaten and threatened into confessing falsely to something they didn't do. All right? And then only for years later, after they spent time in prison, one of them viciously stabbed and attacked while in prison, I'm sure traumatized in a myriad of ways. And Trump can't apologize. He can't say I was wrong. Yeah, absolutely. Racist. And then James says, I never said he wasn't racist. Well, you did say that. You just said that Trump being racist is fake news. That's what you said. You literally said, I read your comments. I'm not painting narratives. You said that Trump being a racist is fake news and that they, in fact, twisted his words. That's what you said, beloved. Okay? I'm not sitting up here making this up. I read what you wrote, and that's what you said. You said Trump being a racist is fake news. And I'm here to tell you and anyone else that has a question that it's not fake news. Even if they have twisted his words in some scenarios, I know what I have heard Trump say and what Trump has in fact done over the course of years. All right? So that all being said, bottom line is I'm not voting for Trump or Biden. They're both racist. Biden said they don't need another big hotshot ninja or big time ninja. They already got a ninja mayor. He used the N-word in front of everybody. Okay? So yeah, I'm not voting for any of them. Michael M. said, I'm not shocked by any of them, Queen. Exactly. I'm not either. And then the fact that Biden can give away all of these billions of dollars to Ukraine, but then they make up all these asinine excuses for why they can't give black people reparations. And then they want to act like it's a handout when we're asking for it. Did they tell those other people that they gave reparations to that it was a handout? Did they say that it was a handout when those other people got reparations for things that didn't even happen here on American soil? No, they didn't say that was a handout. It's always when it comes to us, it's a problem. Okay, so I'm over it. At the end of the day, Trump's racist, Biden's racist, and this whole damn country is racist. It lives and breathes under a system of white supremacy. That's what it does. Okay, country's racist. All right, so that all been said, I'm going to conclude this broadcast. Everyone, please get the likes up. Please like and share. And let's even say they all racist. Exactly. Above all, that drum said jackpot, Queen. Okay, I told no lies. At the end of the day, I'm just calling it for what it is. Now, I wish this weren't the case, but sadly, this is the case, okay? Sadly, this is the case. And like I said, when people who look like me call out the racism and wanton supremacist values and views and this whole religion of wanton supremacy, then I'm called the racist, which I find so interesting and intriguing because how am I racist? Because I'm angry and upset about racism. The Bible says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. So when you're under a system of oppression, which black people are, under this system of wanton supremacy, you have a right to be angry, black people. So and here's the thing, think about it like this. Even if there are some black people who don't like the people who put them in this predicament, who brought their ancestors here as slaves, even if they don't like them, to me, it's justified. To me, it's absolutely justified. And that ain't racism. Okay, you can't slap me in my face and tell me that I can't be mad about it. You don't get to slap me in my face and tell me that I shouldn't have a problem with it because you apologized. Which America has never apologized for racism. They've never apologized for slavery. They've never apologized for not giving us reparations. They've never apologized for Tulsa, Oklahoma. They've never apologized for Rosewood. They've never apologized for the Chicago riots. They've never apologized for anything that they've done to black people. So that all being said, me speaking about it, being angry about it, annoyed about it, bothered by it, that doesn't make me racist. Okay? In fact, that makes me a realist. Someone who looks at the facts of a situation and calls it for exactly what it is. You see, I'm not Uncle Tim, i.e. Tim Scott. I'm not Kabami. I'm not going to sit here and say what wanton supremacists, what MAGA, or anybody else who doesn't like people who look like me, I'm not going to sit here and say what they want to hear. I'm going to call it for what it is, because that's how it is. With that all being said, okay, Terry said, tell the Queen. Okay, Amelia said, never apologize for the KKK. Exactly. And the KKK still exists and thrives. And they're listed and registered as a Christian organization. They're allowed to persist as a Christian organization. Why are they not deemed a terrorist group? A terrorist organization. They tried to call black people black identity extremists a few years ago because a black man was simply training black people how to defend themselves. And he was arrested and put in prison for that for 6 months. But we can have the whole Klan running around here still wreaking havoc. It's not like they ever stop doing the things they do. They still do them. Only now when they do it, the police will lie and say, hey, nothing to see here, folks. This isn't a hate crime. We've no evidence of foul play. They did it to themselves. They put the noose around themselves, around their own neck, and climbed up this tree by the trunk and hung themselves. That's what they did. It was a self-deletion. Okay? Please listen with it. Now, with that all being said, everyone please get the likes up. Please like and share. Thank you in advance, beloveds. I love you all to life. For those of you who follow the backup channel, we're going to talk about Kim Kardashian and her family and all the thieving that they've been accused of. A whole den of thieves. Imagine that, okay? We're going to get into it. Before we go, let's have another word from our sponsor. Likes up, everyone please like and share. Thank you in advance.
Want healthier, stronger, shinier hair? Tired of products that don't work for coily or kinky hair? Meet 12 Tribes, the vegan hair care line designed for you. Our products are made with love for your gorgeous coils. We offer hair growth butters, oils, shampoos, and hairsprays. These products help your hair grow long, thick, and shiny. Imagine a hair care line that's 100% vegan and perfect for coily hair. No more guessing if it's really going to work for you. Our butters are rich and nourishing, feeding every strand. Our oils are lightweight but powerful, sealing in moisture without greasy residue. Shampoos and butters leave your hair clean and soft, never stripped. What sets us apart? Our dedication to your hair's needs. No harsh chemicals, just effective, natural ingredients. And the results speak for themselves. Start your journey to healthier, shinier hair today. Visit our Etsy shop, Lisa Crafts. Click the link in the description below. Give your hair the care it deserves. Join our satisfied customers and see the difference.
All right, so again, you can go on Lisa Crafts on Etsy, okay, to place your orders. With that all being said, I use it on my hair and look at my locks. They're absolutely lovely and long and luscious and luxurious. All right, please miss me with it. You all remember that day that lady was in the chat saying, what did she say? She said, no disrespect, but your locks look dull. Y'all remember that? Trying to go in on the queen of my locks may look a lot of things, but dull is never one. Okay, please sit down somewhere, haters. All right. But anyway, with that all being said, everyone please like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click the notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. All right. Tracy said, thank you, Queen. You're welcome, beloved. Okay. Bithka said, I love your hair, Queen. Thank you. All right. And so see you all in the next chat. Moderators, please drop the link to the next chat in the chat so that people can tune in and they don't have to search for the links, because y'all know sometimes they be hiding the Queen's links. All right, please pay attention. With that all been said, I love you all to life. Each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives.
Gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got